consulting partner with Rain Group, and today I'm happy to share with you 5 selected hacks for extreme productivity. Before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have over 25 years of sales and delivery experience and have worked with some of the world's largest and best consulting and technology companies, including Accenture and Microsoft. I've held a number of senior sales leadership roles and have helped my clients and my companies achieve great business results. As a consulting partner at Rain Group, I'm now sharing my knowledge and experience to help our clients unleash their sales potential. Rain Group is one of the top 20 global sales training and consulting companies as recognized by Selling Power, and we deliver transformational experiences to our clients through our best IP, best training system, and best results. Today, I wanted to share with you some recent findings that the Rain Group Research Center has discovered about the ever-changing sales world. Although sales training and seller capabilities continue to evolve and improve, we're still seeing a big gap in terms of motivation, focus, and execution for sales managers and sellers alike. If we look at the current state, we're seeing a lack of motivation, an environment that's very reactive, and one where procrastination seems to be the norm. In terms of focus, we see sellers who are unsure of what to work on. They're scattered across too many priorities, and they're constantly being distracted. On the execution side, we're witnessing a lot of unproductive habits and a lot of wasted time. We're seeing sellers that are rarely in the zone and working on important activity, and overall a lack of accountability in terms of who's responsible for what. What if we could address the current state issues and get to a new reality? We could really deliver transformational results for both our companies and ourselves. Think about it. If motivation was at its maximum level and self-started, wouldn't that be a better world? Think about it, a world that's proactive versus reactive, where less procrastination and more action is the norm. In terms of focus, could you imagine if we focused on our greatest impact activities and a number of key priorities so that we could achieve great results while at the same time eliminating all the distractions in the current system? And from an execution perspective, if we could have productive habits that minimize wasted time, we could really achieve maximum output per hour, and then also have a huge increase in our overall accountabilities to both ourselves, our teams, and our companies. Well, after extensive research and development, the Rain Group has created a system to help sales professionals achieve extreme productivity through the application of 3 extreme productivity keys, which we call XP3, and 9 habits to manufacture motivation, take control of your time, and maximize focus and effort. Today, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the 3 keys and 9 habits and reveal 5 of the 27 hacks that can help you drive extreme sales productivity. Let me begin with the first key, manufacture motivation, and the first habit that's part of it, recruit your drive. Motivation is often thought to be largely innate. People either have it or they don't. Recent research has shown, however, that this is not the case, and that motivation is much more of a skill that can be learned and practiced and even strengthened. And one of the best ways to increase your motivation is through habit number 1, to recruit your drive. Now, let me share with you one of the hacks underneath this habit that can help you actually manufacture motivation. A recent study showed that planning and sharing your weekly actions with an accountability partner will significantly drive motivation and results. In fact, those that not only wrote down their goals, but shared them with an accountability partner, increased their achievement results by almost double, going from 43% to 76%. So here you go, hack number 1. If you want to really increase your goal achievement, write down your goals, track them weekly, and share them with a colleague. In addition to recruiting your drive, you can also manufacture motivation with a number of other habits in this key, including igniting your proactivity and re-engineering your existing habits. You have to do things differently and do different things if you want different results. So now let's switch gears and discuss the second key to extreme productivity. The best organizations in the world have sellers that are 2 times more effective at managing their time, focus, and personal effectiveness than those at the bottom. Could you imagine the results improvement if your team was motivated, focused, and in the zone, executing every day on the most important activities? Well, let me share with you how we at Rain Group help get sellers into the elite performer category. And it all starts with the second key to extreme productivity, which is to control your time. And the first habit within this area, habit number 4, is to obsess over time. What is time? Well, let me share with you what time stands for at Rain Group. Time is an acronym for different categories of levels of how you spend your hours and your life. At the top is T for treasure time, that which you hold most dear and which you want to maximize in the future. For example, spending time with family and friends. I is for investment time, activities that will drive the best returns and a category you also want to increase. M is mandatory, things that you need to get done, but not necessarily where you want to be spending all your time. This is time that you want to minimize or potentially outsource. And finally, there is E, or empty time. Time you waste, time you want to ideally eliminate and shift to other levels. So, are you ready for hack number 2? Well, hack number 2 is about your greatest impact activity, or GIA. The one activity that if you do it right, you will get the greatest return on your investment time. And here's a tip. If you do your GIA as the first thing of every day, you'll achieve great results. Hack number 2 is to put your GIA first. And calendaring takes away noise and allows you to focus on your investment activities. When you calendar, you are much more likely to do it. And when you calendar your GIA first, you'll be amazed at what you achieve on a week-by-week basis. So, are you ready for some more habits and hacks within the control your time arena? Habit number 5, saying no, and habit number 6, playing hard to get, really go together. Let's talk about playing hard to get and another hack that can significantly boost your productivity. In today's device-proliferated world, people receive an average of 65 to 80 notifications per day. Think about it. You're being interrupted up to 80 times a day on average, and maybe more. That's a lot of interruptions, which brings us to hack number 3. Alerts are the bane of our existence, and Nur Elo wrote a book about it in 2014 titled Hooked, How to Build Habit-Forming Products. In it, he highlights how companies everywhere are trying to get their hooks into your brain, and it's up to you not to let them do this. Preventing them from doing this, however, is extremely difficult for most people. But if you change this habit, it can be a huge productivity boost. So how do you do it? Well, simply turn them off, all of them. Set up a time to check your messages and don't let your app notifications run your schedule or your life. So there you go, hack number 3, play hard to get. Let's switch gears one more time and discuss the last key to extreme productivity, execute in the zone. If you want to get more done in the time you have, and you want that euphoric feeling of being extremely productive, you must execute in the zone. And one of the key habits to doing this is to sprint into the zone. Famous investigations of optimal experience have revealed that what makes an experience genuinely satisfying is the state of consciousness called flow, or what we call the zone. During flow, people typically experience deep enjoyment, creativity, and a total involvement with life. So how do we get into the zone? Well, let me share with you hack number 4. Hack number 4 is about establishing a daily routine of obsessed, planned sprints. Sprinting is a form of time boxing. And as you know, time boxing is not new. There are dozens of systems out there that tell people to put on a timer, focus on one thing, and don't let anything distract you. Why? Because distractions and interruptions have become worse in the last several years. Here are some tips to help you sprint into the zone and get the best results. Number 1, sprint for a minimum of 20 minutes. Number 2, try to execute a relay of sprints in a row with a 6-minute break in between them. Number 3, if you are in the zone, you can extend a sprint for as long as 90 minutes, then award yourself with a relay and take a 15-minute minimum break. Number 4, focus. Don't switch tasks if you feel a distraction. Write it down and move on. And finally, remember to track your results by recording your sprints and relays. 2 other habits in execute in the zone include fuel your energy and right the ship. By the way, check out our many tips on fueling your energy in Rain Group's Extreme Productivity white paper on our website. It's one of my favorite reads, and it's got some great tips on how to fuel your mind and your body. So, are you ready for the final hack of today's presentation? Let me discuss deeply ingrained habits. For example, checking your phone while working, or just automatically doing things without thinking about them. In reality, the thought is there, but it's so fast we start doing the behavior almost unconsciously. What's fascinating is that while the conscious thought may or may not cause us to initiate a behavior, conscious thought can conclusively cause us to stop that behavior. So perhaps we have no free will, but we certainly have what we call free won't. Have you ever started browsing Facebook during a sprint? Well, if you practice free won't, you can stop it. Have you ever started eating dessert or chips after 8 p.m. after you've had a day of healthy eating? Well, practice free won't and stop it. Do you ever find yourself reaching for your phone while you're in a meeting or concentrating? Again, practice free won't and stop it. The point is, you can stop the behavior with conscious thought once it's started. And if you want to right the ship, simply implement hack number 5 by saying 3, 2, 1, stop, and practice free won't. So there you go, a quick overview of the keys to extreme productivity, the 9 habits that enable them, and 5 of the 27 hacks that can make you a better seller and a more productive person. To close, let me share with you a number of case studies about Rain Group's unique transformational 90-day experience proven to drive accountability, change behavior and habits, and unleash sales potential. By implementing the XPC keys, habits, and hacks at a large telecom company, we were able to generate an additional $100 million in pipeline across several hundred sellers. Implementing XPC at a smaller accounting firm allowed us to generate a $1.6 million figure in new revenue in only 6 months, representing a 16-fold increase in ROI. We did this by aligning to the right objectives, including pinpointing the greatest areas of untapped sales potential, igniting productivity and motivation, always knowing what to do to get the best results, taking control of your time with the simplest yet effective time management system, ignoring distractions and getting into the productivity zone, and greatly increasing accountability. Our approach was to deliver a one-day workshop with follow-on coaching to track and embed the skills and ensure we achieve the desired business outcomes. In order to help you improve your individual and company results, Rain Group is offering a free extreme productivity assessment through the end of this week. So please take advantage of this limited time offer by visiting raingroup.com/XP assessment. And please reach out if you have any questions or comments via our social media channels on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook. Thanks for listening in today, and I really hope you have an extreme productivity week.